Hey y'all, welcome to the Walk for Change short. Hey everyone, my name is Candis Dyer and I'm here with Mandi Hughes. And today we are here to talk about the value of helping others. Hey Mandi, how you doing?
Hi, Candace. One of my favorite subjects.
I know, right? This is going to be a good one, especially since we're dealing with the coronavirus. And more now than ever, we need to show some love and try to help people and get them through this hard time, right?
Definitely.
Heck yeah. Well, I didn't know if most people knew this, but in order to do this segment with you, I had looked up a few articles and I thought something was pretty interesting. And that is that our body actually releases chemicals. One is dopamine, one is serotonin, and one is oxytocin. And those are the chemicals for happiness. So when we do things for others and we help others, our body, that's a natural release. And it also helps us not just physically, but mentally and physically too.
I love that fact about helping others, that not only are you helping someone else, but you're helping yourself too by creating all the chemicals that trigger the happy feelings in us.
Right, yes. And it's just so awesome when you get to help people. It makes us feel good. It helps the other person tremendously, and it can give you a calming effect too as well, knowing that you have got to get a chance to help somebody in the world. And it also takes your mind off the shit that you got to deal with day to day.
Definitely. I think my mom raised me a lot on, if things are really bad, to focus on helping someone else, and it really pushes up the feeling of it pushes away the bad stuff that's going on because it makes you feel better.
Right. Well, I know that we created a list. You wrote the list down, and I know that we're going to start from reading off that. These are ways, y'all, that you can help. And Mandi's going to lead us off with that.
All right, we have here's our 10 top ways to help others. We did a little research and we thinned it out, and these were our top 10 that we like the best. Stay at home when you can, but try to make your trips count in the safest way. 2, donate money, food, blood, a kind word. Share where you can. Check in with your family and neighbors in a safe way. Phone calls, texts, video chats. Check on your single people because, like, I have a husband at home, but I know there are a lot of people that are out there that are by themselves, and that just is so much harder. So check in on single parents also, and elderly are also some good people to check in. Share your talents with us. Let's stay connected. We always love to learn something new. I don't know about you, Candace, but I've learned so much lately. There have been so many people doing great videos. Number 5, write your senator and your congressmen and women to release nonviolent cannabis inmates for their safe release. Plant seeds. Let's all have a garden. We were discussing earlier the victory gardens, which were gardens that our government actually requested of everyone during the Depression. If you had an empty lot, if there was an empty lot in between 2 houses, they didn't care who owned it. I'm not saying that now. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But back then, they didn't care who owned it. They just knew that there needed to be seeds in the ground. And there's so many healthy benefits to planting a garden, besides just having food at the end, to be able to share with your neighbor. You also get your sunshine and your vitamin D. And if you've ever looked up earthing, the minerals soaking in through the earth in your body, these are all great ways to help depression and just the blues of being trapped at home.
Right.
Support your community businesses. Look around, and the businesses that are struggling that support your community, make sure we help them out, because it's really important that we're supporting the people that are doing the best they can to help our community in such a hard time. Support essential workers. We have got a lot of people out there risking their lives every single day because they're going to work. And I know we personally feel very strongly about helping those people. We also need to check in on families that have lost their jobs because of this. There's a lot of people that are growing, I don't know, there are a lot of people that are struggling. And that is another good point to that victory garden, is that we can help share our garden. And
Right.
Number 10, try to have a smile, some grace, and love for each other. Because I know we're all struggling, and we're all mentally and physically, this is a shock. And the best way we can help each other is by a kind word and a smile. Because it's totally intoxicating to help others the more you do.
Right.
But we also want to remember to make sure to do that in the safest way. We don't want to encourage anyone not to be safe. They have sent out all kinds of guidelines, like washing your hands, don't touch your face. If you're sick, stay home, stay in 6 feet social distance, cover your mouth when you're coughing or sneezing. These are all really good tips to make sure you stay healthy while you're helping others.
Heck yeah, those are some great tips. And I know we were talking not too long ago about the Facebook groups that you recently found. And that's another way. You want to go ahead and tell us about the group that you were talking about?
Sure. In our neighborhood where we live, we have a centrally located for our neighborhood Facebook group. And I will tell you, before this all went down, there was a lot of just kind of just silly stuff, you know, that kind of stuff. But right now they are totally using it as a way to help each other. If somebody can't find flour at the store, they'll get on there and it's like, hey, does anybody happen to have any flour? Or has anybody seen any flour? Or my husband is a diabetic and I could not find my thermometer. I looked everywhere and I was really worried. And there was a lady that was on the group that happened to have a couple of extra thermometers. And she said, does anybody need one? And so I was able to get a thermometer, which really gave me a lot of peace. And she just left it on her porch, and I was able to go back, pick it up, and now I have that safety net. And there's so many stories like that. And I know a lot of other communities are doing the same thing. So please look your neighborhood.
Yes.
You never know. There may be one, and there's some really sweet people out there.
And yet it is, and it lifts your spirits too, because like you were saying, there's a lot of them. And we have a Cleburnites talking around this area. So when you get on there and you see the community kind of open up and do what Americans do, you know, in times of hard need and stuff, it just lifts your spirits up to see your community reaching out and trying to help the best way they can. I know one person offered to buy anyone who was either fit the guidelines of being the kind of people who don't need to be out there, like the elderly or the sick, or she offered to go get groceries for those people.
That's beautiful.
And she would leave them on the door. So yeah, just there's a lot of ways that we can help, and it lifts our spirits to see that not only bad people are in this world, you know, and there are good people out there.
We've had a couple of people diagnosed in our area with the COVID-19, like right in my neighborhood. And I was very impressed to see how the outcall was. I mean, like it wasn't ugly, lock your doors and stay away from us. It was, how can we help you? What can you do? What do you need? And that is what's going to help us get through all of it. It makes me teary-eyed. Man, every time I start talking about this, it makes me all teary-eyed because it's just beautiful. You know, we hear so much negativity out in the world. And then you see something horrible like this happen, and you see people come together and help each other. And there's just not a better way to get through something like this.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much.
Hey, have y'all done any, like, in our neighborhood, they did a chalk, it was like an art gallery of chalk, and all around our neighborhood on our sidewalks, the kids got out and the grown-ups got out like 6 feet away, and most people weren't doing it at the same time anyway. Right. But like at night when you go for your stroll or whatever, just to get out of the house, there's artwork everywhere.
That is awesome.
All these people got out and did amazing chalk.
See, that's why I love Austin. Austin just knows how to do that. They're that artsy group, you know. We've even had a marching band
of kids. It's been great. I'm just very excited about the neighborhoods, and I'm not just bragging on my neighborhood. I've seen it in so many neighborhoods. It's really fun.
This
was fun, and I have a feeling we could talk forever.
Oh yeah, we could. But thank you so much for coming on and talking with me today. And y'all go check out the Walk for Change at www.walknumber4change.us. See what you can do to help.
Y'all stay safe and healthy.
And remember, it's www.walknumber4change.us.